Hey old soul, just over a year ago I sold everything I owned and moved to the land of Bali with my ex-husband and 3 kids. Now I live my dream life, traveling first class around the world, teaching others how to do the same. If you are ready for a life that is so abundant and free, where money flows like air so effortlessly that you don't even care because you are simply focusing on you and allowing everything to be true, then you are exactly where you need to be. Let me teach you how to be wildly abundant and insanely free. Just to make aloha. Flick to the mic. Hello. Welcome to Clever Ever, coming at you live, doing a deep dive into this thing that we call life, into this frequency that we call overflow, this frequency that we embody that goes so much deeper than anything that you could ever know. So, who's ready for let's show, darling? Let's show. Let's go deep into the show so that you can leave richer than you could ever possibly know. So, internal poverty. Let's start there. I will repeat this until the cows come home, but I love this Bob Marley quote. It's like some people are so poor, all they have is money. Could you believe? Could you possibly believe it? Now, the thing about my work is it takes you into a whole nother world. It's almost like going from a vacuum clean from the outside into the inside out. Coming into my world is like being activated, awakened to true wealth, because we're so conditioned that true wealth is the material world. Now, don't get me wrong. I love life. I'm sitting in $1 million beautiful villa here in Bali. I love luxury. I love diamonds and beautiful things and silk and expensive hair wash and hand wash. And I love luxury. I love, 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 love the material world. It's sacred. But the material world is not the world that I live in. I live in the internal world. I live in my inner luxurious state. I live and embody true inner wealth. I hold this frequency that goes so far beyond the money. So the luxury in the external reality has to be that, has to be expensive, luxurious oils and hair care and beautiful things and beautiful experiences, because that's what I'm vibrating at internally. That's what my inner structure is. Now, because my inner structure is wealthy, because I embody these deep, potent wealth codes, which I'm going to go in to detail with today, because I remember years ago when I wasn't at this consciousness and people talk about like wealth codes, and well, actually, no one ever talked about wealth codes, but people would talk about codes and all these interesting things. And I'd be like, what the hell are these people talking about? This is such crazy crap. What are they on about? And it's really truly understanding. My work really is going deep with understanding that you are a soul, you're having a human experience. Okay, this is the human experience. But in order to navigate the human experience and truly live life in the human realm in the most beautiful, most expansive, most abundant way, we have to remember that we are a soul having a human experience. And if we are trying to get entrapped in the last layer, so the last layer is just this little bit, right? We've got all these deep soul layers, and then we're just playing in this tiny little layer. It's like, come home from school, like, and you're just stuck. You're stuck in the material world. You're not understanding the full. You're actually depriving yourself. You're spiritually broke because you're depriving yourself from the whole experience, which gets to be the soul having the human experience. And that's actually what makes the life so delicious, because if we're just living in the external 3D layer, the material world, we're disconnected from our soul. So we're only plugged into conditioning and into ego, and that we need to keep making more money and we've got to keep hustling. We've got to work really, 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 really hard to get anything. If we're constantly only plugged into the outer layer of the experience, what's actually happening is that we're broke because we're not connected to source, the supply of all that is. If we're stuck in these outer layers, and don't get me wrong, I know these outer layers so well. There were many, 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 many years before I had my spiritual awakening where I was stuck going, oh my gosh, I've got to work harder to make the money. No one's going to love me unless I'm a multimillionaire. No one's going to love me unless I'm hustling my butt off. I'm unworthy if I can't sit still for 2 minutes. I was the best human, the best human, the best human at working my butt off and hustling and feeling unworthy if I wasn't wearing busy as a badge of honor. It was so fucked. Like, honestly, for me to change my life and go from that human to this full-fleshed, wealthy, opulent, abundant, luxurious soul that knows that if she desires to rest, if she desires to lay on the couch is a portal to the biggest month in business. If she desires to spend hours getting facials or injecting peptides or going to luxury wellness centers and all these things, that I'm always making money because people are not paying me for the hours that I'm clocking onto a computer. They're paying me for my frequency. You're energetically exchanging money for my frequency. That's all that's happening here. And really, if we're going deeper, it's just that your soul desires codes that my soul is already living and embodying in this third dimensional realm. And you've remembered that you were meant to access those codes in this lifetime. So you have found me and you're like, oh, it's time to embody the full wealth codes, not just the wealth that I was conditioned to step into, not the wealth that I was conditioned to have, which is money, which is the big house, which is all the fancy things. Now, the fancy things are beautiful. And I don't ever want you to come into my world and go, oh my gosh, Eva's saying like the material world's like bad and money's bad. I'm like, no, no, no. It's just the mirror reflection of you. And if you don't have the internal wealth, if you're internally broke, then what happens is the external reflection can't hold. It's like we're constantly looking at the mirror and it's like, mirror, mirror on the wall, tell me who is the fairest of them all. And you're like, I'm the fairest of them all. It's like the mirror is cracking, babe. It is cracking because you cannot hold that shit. And this really, and I've had these experiences before. I've really had these experiences where I am in the most beautiful place in the world and I'm staring out and I can't receive the beauty of that place because there's so much internal poverty going on inside me. Have you been there? Have you been there before? Because I certainly have, and I know a lot of my clients have too, where they have created this incredible life, this beautiful life that sets their soul on fire in ways that you could never even completely comprehend. And then something really beautiful happens. The version of you that couldn't hold it has to die to allow the version of you that can hold it to be reborn. And that's the work that I do with my clients. A lot of people, their subconscious or their ego thinks that it's unsafe. Actually, give me 2 seconds because look, this literally lit an incense and it was like burning so fast. We're talking about death and rebirth, and the incense just like burning down like crazy. So, what is happening is that you need to have the internal infrastructure. A house doesn't stay solid without the infrastructure. We have to have the capacity. We have to be able to hold the containers. We have to have the soul wealth, which is connection to soul, connection to spirit, connection to wholeness. Then the energetic wealth is the layer of nervous system recalibration. You're understanding like the cycles, the flows. You're really tethering the soul world, the connection from the soul world to the material world. And this energetic wealth is so important because the energetic wealth is how wealthy we are, how rich we are in our nervous system, being able to recalibrate, being able to regulate, being able to really sustain these higher level frequencies. Because if you're looking at the most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful life and you're like, oh my God, I've got to get drunk right now to enjoy this. And I can't tell you how many people do this on holidays. They can't even enjoy the beauty of a holiday without writing themselves off. And if that's you, I'm not judging you. I used to absolutely be there too, where I was just like, oh my gosh, I've got to keep getting drunk to be on this holiday. And that's not wealth. That is internal poverty. And so my work through Kundalini, Prana, Chi, Life Force, energy activation, it allows you to start activating and awakening all of the chakras in your body so that you can fully and utterly step into these higher frequencies, because your nervous system's like, oh my gosh, it's safe to feel these high level frequencies. Because what's actually happening is that your nervous system's like, oh my gosh, I can't feel these higher frequencies. Like, this is really confronting. Oh my God, it's so good here. I'm going to sabotage and I'm going to go and drink heaps of alcohol because this is not what I'm used to. We want to go on a journey where it feels safe to be calm. It feels safe to be regulated. It feels good to do nothing. We don't need to constantly be in fight or flight, constantly trying to be busy to do, like, the money just gets to come because you've already won, you're already here, your path is clear. So the work that I do is about literally throwing your entire paradigm in the bin. It's throwing your entire paradigm in the bin, which is you've got to work hard to make the money. You've got to be hustling all the time. You don't. You just have to hold the field. You're holding the field. Just like right now from this podcast episode, like I'm activating you. My voice is activating you. It's not so much. I'm like, now do all these things. Do all these things. Like, you're already as powerful as you could possibly imagine. You are the most powerful person in your reality. A lady actually wrote to me the other day and she was like, Eva, can you please tell me what to do here, 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 and here? And I'm like, cool, listen to a few of my podcast episodes and you will be activated and you'll remember how powerful you are and how to do it automatically. We have given so much of our power away to conditioning into the system that we forget how easy it is to have everything that we could ever want and more. We forget that our only job is just to hold the field, hold the frequency, be in the frequency. We forget that the most potent thing that we have is our frequency. And that's not for everyone. And no, not everyone gets access to our magic. And I'm very, very, very particular about who I call into these podcast episodes, who I call into my world, who I allow in. And obviously, there's basic 3D metrics here, there, but it is really, truly about the energy. All the work I do is in the invisible. I do maybe 5% of the work in the visible. And the visible really is just me looking in the mirror going, cool, this is so beautiful. Thank you so much for all of these beautiful blessings. Like right now, I'm just looking at how beautiful this villa is. And I'm just like, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to see the beauty within me so I could see it in this villa. Thank you for allowing me to see the wealth within me so I can see it in my bank account, so I can see it in conversation, so I can see it in nourishing things in my life. Everything within you is being reflected onto the 3D screen. And if you don't like it, if your kids are yelling at you, cool, where's your nervous system dysregulated? Like, why are you giving that power over certain things in your life? And so what we really, really want to start doing is making sure that our nervous system is regulated so that we can hold and sustain these higher frequencies of wealth. Because when we're just looking at the material wealth, we're actually broke because we've only got a small part of the wealth pie, of the wealth cake, whatever you want to call it. And we want all of it. We want it all because we came here for it all. We came here for a life that activates us and inspires us and sets our soul on fire and truly and utterly just takes us to new heights and new planes of existence that we never, ever, ever humanly thought possible. I'm over here creating a paradigm that's not been taught in schools, that's never been created. I am not here because of a textbook. I am not here because someone told me that this is the way that you get successful. I'm here because I kept listening to my soul no matter what. I kept listening to my soul all the time, no matter what it cost me, no matter where it took me. I just kept listening to my soul again and again and again and again and again. And if you want to live beyond your wildest dreams, my world is not about me giving you the strategy. It's about me activating your frequency so that you can remember what your soul medicine is, so that you can see all of the wealth within you, so you can see the wealth codes within you, so that you can experience a life that is so uniquely yours, that is so organically you, that goes so far away from all the conditioning, all the programming, and all of a sudden, like, you're living in a world where you're like, what the hell is this? Like, the world I live in today is so different from the world that I was raised in. This world is beyond anything that my mind ever thought humanly possible because I couldn't have created this life with my mind. I created it with my soul. I created it with my codes. I created it through making decisions and constantly reminding my subconscious that it's safe, constantly reminding the programs that it's safe to move this way. It's safe to be here. It's safe to receive more money. It's safe to have more friends. It's safe to not be isolated. All the things I had to outgrow to become the woman that I am today. But I know how many decisions I've made to get here. And it really is about you allowing this whole new paradigm, which is flow, which is ease, which is rest is a growth strategy, which is how much more fun can you have? How much more effortless can it be? How can you do the things that nourish your soul instead of the things that feel like you're trapped and you're caged in? The biggest lie that we've ever been told is that it was meant to be hard. That's a load of bollocks. If you remember how powerful you are, you remember that none of this is meant to be hard. It's meant to be fun. It's meant to be playful. Your soul is on a holiday. It's in a playground. Let's play. Let's dance. Let's enjoy the journey. because life truly is a journey worth taking, worth living. And if you're not activated by your life and the millions in your bank account or everything that you're seeing in your material reality right now isn't activating you and lighting you up, it's time to change that. It's absolutely time to change that. And if that's you, and if you're one of the old souls that remembers that you're meant to download these wealth codes, then it would be an honor to work with you. I love you. I see you. Have the most beautiful, magical, phenomenal day. I'm sending a million, trillion blessings your way. Enjoy the journey, because no one else is going to enjoy life the way that you get to enjoy it with your unique gifts, your unique talents, your unique skills. So start putting your hands up to the sky, raising them high, and enjoying this journey, because it's about to get so freaking good you don't know what hit you. Big love, wealthy old soul.